Hey, love. How are you doing? Yeah, I hear you. I see you. I'm with you. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and the biggest thing is that I know how we got here. We got here largely in part of America's individualistic nature, and yet I still don't fully understand. So, I was 11 when 9/11 happened, the attacks, and I remember seeing the footage. So if you are a millennial or older, you probably remember where you were on that day and probably saw the footage of people dying and the mass anxiety and fear that was bestowed onto American citizens. And I remember crying about it because I couldn't understand why so many people had to die, why there was so much hate. I don't understand hate. I don't understand blind hate. I don't understand people who can't think outside of themselves. I've been scrolling on social media past few days and I've been seeing people were posting videos of people making comments about how they're happy that mass deportation is happening and they don't care that people and families are being ripped apart and it brings them joy and it makes my skin crawl. How can someone sit there with a straight face and even smile at other people's pain? It doesn't make sense and it terrifies me that there are people out there like that. I never understood hating certain minorities or cultures just for being who they are, whether they're a person of color or queer or transgender or an immigrant. If they're just living their life and they're not hurting you at all, like the fact that there are people who want these communities, people like me, to just not exist because of being alive doesn't make sense and terrifies me at the same time. I've seen a rapid decline of care for others, a rapid increase in individualism, and an increase in a lack of regard of others. And I'm worried because as a country, America is so divided and the hate is so strong. And it doesn't make sense to me how people get joy off of this. People get joy off of what's happening. The threat of people losing their federal aid, their Medicaid, their student loans, their food stamps, and people are like, I'm glad this is happening. Like, what? You're glad people are suffering? You're glad people are terrified? You're glad people are in distress? It just never made sense to me. And people think that my ideology is radical when all it is human rights. All it is people giving people, all it is that people being given rights just for being here. right? Like, none of us asked to be here, right? So, just, it doesn't make sense. The suffering, it doesn't sit right in my skin. It makes, just, when I see people who get enjoyment out of this, the comments, it it scares me because I do believe love is the greatest thing of all. That we as people, we are love at our core, but this this doesn't doesn't feel right at all. So that's why I want to just continue to smile at people in the store. It's why I want to continue to just tell people have a good day, because you never know what someone's going through. We're all just people. Life is hard enough, and yet we're making it hard on each other for no reason. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel. I just wanted to get on here, and I want it to make sense, but I'm glad it doesn't make sense, because if it made sense, then I would understand the other side. And I don't want to. I don't want to understand that mentality or that viewpoint. I want to keep trying to show love when I can and help people just have basic rights to live. So, thank you for watching.